Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Now, one thing that we can say about Deontay Wilder is that he knows how to grab the headlines. It's usually for the wrong kind of reasons, but as they say, all publicity is good publicity, right? Now, another thing that he's pretty good at is being consistent, as in he will consistently say stupid things, especially when he's left unsupervised, okay? And like anything, when you preach a certain narrative, these are the kind of people that you will attract. So when you preach stupidity, you will attract like-minded, stupid people. And this is exactly what Wilder does. Wilder's very, very in touch with his female side, as are a lot of his fan base. You can tell that just by their comments on the pro-Wilder channels, how much they want to carry his baby and all this kind of thing. And this is what they do. Everything's anti-Anthony Joshua, anti-Eddie Hearn, blah, blah, blah. And they even said, yeah, Deontay Wilder was right to turn down $100 million for 2 fights with Anthony Joshua. They said that he was right to do this, okay? Wilder also said he wants to be pregnant. And I kid you not, when I did the video on this, I even had some of his fanatical fans saying, yeah, well, most guys want to be pregnant, don't they? I mean, what are you talking about, most guys want to be pregnant? Of course they don't. Listen, some probably do. Clearly Wilder does. But the point is that it doesn't matter what it is that Wilder says, these people are so used to cleaning up after his mess that they don't know how to do anything else. Wilder can say how he likes giving head, and his fanatical fan base will go, yeah, well, we all like giving head, which is probably true for their case, but ordinarily, no, okay? Now, the latest one is that Deontay Wilder said that if he retires right now, he will get into the Hall of Fame. Have you ever heard such nonsense? You don't have to take my word for it. In the description box, there's a source for it, okay? Where he says, if I retire today, I will get into the Hall of Fame. In some ways, he may well be right in the sense of, especially if Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC have anything to do with it, because again, he protects Wilder like he's his damn love child. Okay, so from that point of view, he could be correct. But would he earn a real Hall of Fame position like a Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Rocky Marciano, Muhammad Ali, etc., etc.? You cannot put Deontay Wilder in the same bracket as these legends as of right now. Ultimately, a true outlook on it all will happen when he does actually retire. But if he retired today, no, not at all. You don't get into the Hall of Fame by defeating Audley Harrison, Malik Scott, Artur Spilka, Gerald Washington, Johan Duapa. You don't get into the Hall of Fame by these people. You could say, well, Luis Ortiz. Okay, Luis Ortiz. Again, a guy, we don't know how good he actually is because he's never stepped up before in his life. His biggest victory was over Bryant Jennings. And that is worrying when your biggest victory is Bryant Jennings, who the very fight before he fought Luis Ortiz lost to Vladimir Klitschko. Okay? So again, we don't know how good Luis Ortiz is. But I remember when Wilder, he defeated Luis Ortiz, people were saying, you need to give Deontay Wilder credit. But yet the same people who were begging, literally begging to give Deontay Wilder credit, which is very, very, very female, by the way, are the same ones who were criticising Anthony Joshua for taking on Alexander Povetkin. Listen, I've said this before. When you compare Luis Ortiz and Alexander Povetkin, they are worlds apart. First of all, Alexander Povetkin is younger than Luis Ortiz, factually, by his factual age. Maybe even add another 10 years, who knows, right? But Alexander Povetkin is a former world heavyweight champion. Luis Ortiz is not. Alexander Povetkin is a former Olympic gold medalist. Luis Ortiz is not. And Alexander Povetkin has a stellar resume. Stellar resume. Luis Ortiz does not. And to top it all off, you've got Deontay Wilder going to rematch Luis Ortiz and put it on pay-per-view in a fight that nobody was asking for. Deontay Wilder, who cannot sell out an arena, has never sold out an arena. Deontay Wilder, who is not a pay-per-view fighter. How can that go into the Hall of Fame? As I said, he's going to have a fanatical fan base who go, yeah, you're damn right, he should be in the Hall of Fame. Why? Because they're idiots, okay? They don't know boxing. All they know how to do is beat the drum to the bomb squad. That's all they know how to do. Beat the drum, defend him, wipe his ass, pick up after his mistakes, lie for him, twist the narratives. That's all they know how to do. Go online, troll and hate and thumbs down and run away and all this kind of thing. Act like internet gangsters. That's all these people know how to do. They're not actually boxing fans. They're just not. Deontay Wilder is not a Hall of Famer. If you really believe that he is, then first of all, you're an idiot. But second of all, then you have to say Anthony Joshua is, who's had half the fights and has fought far superior opposition than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, who has a draw with Tyson Fury, officially a draw, but it should be a loss on his resume. Everybody knows that Tyson Fury spent 3 years binging on coke and other kinds of narcotics and putting down booze down his neck and ballooned up to over 300 pounds. And then he decided to come back, take on two absolute wastemen bums, right? And yeah, his entire camp coming back is literally to lose weight. He's not training to fight somebody. He's training to lose weight. And yet he managed to come from England, from Manchester, go all the way over to Los Angeles and do Deontay Wilder. He done him. And again, anybody wants to say, you knocked him out in round number 12, right? He got up. Doesn't matter how you look at it, you can call it a slow count. First of all, it was not a slow count. Second of all, look at the timer when Tyson Fury's back hit the canvas. Look at the timer when he stood up. 9 seconds. So again, you can put it on seconds or you can go by a referee's count, but you have to go by a referee's count. So again, you have to be a complete moron to think that Tyson Fury did not defeat Deontay Wilder. Not only did he get up, he went on and won the damn rest of the round. So again, that round should have been a draw, correct? So, anybody who thinks that Deontay Wilder has a Hall of Fame career, you are of the same mould as Deontay Wilder. The amount of garbage that comes out of his mouth, this is just another one to add on to it. But he's got that much of anti-Anthony Joshua and anti-Eddie Hearn that these guys were going to have to clean up after him. They're going to have to try and justify it. They'll come out with their spreadsheets and whatever it is that they're going to do to try and justify Deontay Wilder entering a Hall of Fame. As I said, if you believe that Deontay Wilder is good enough to enter the Hall of Fame, you are an absolute idiot. But then you have to accept that maybe Anthony Joshua is too. And Tyson Fury, and Dillian Whyte, and Alexander Povetkin, and Joseph Parker, all these guys have much better resume than Deontay Wilder. But he knocked out 41 guys. Yeah, 41 bums. 41 bums. And spent an entire career ducking the biggest fights possible. Vladimir Klitschko, Vitaly Klitschko, Anthony Joshua, Dillian Whyte, Alexander Povetkin, the list goes on. He even ducked Luis Ortiz for a long old time. He's not a Hall of Famer. He just isn't. Not to say he won't get into the Hall of Fame. As I said, Mauricio Sulaiman, he's going to have a little bit of sway in this, isn't he? So maybe he will. But ultimately, if Deontay Wilder wants to get into the Hall of Fame legitimately, where the fans are calling for it, then what he has to do is clear up that mark on his resume against Tyson Fury, the first one. Defeat Anthony Joshua. Defeat Dillian Whyte. At a bare minimum, you've got to defeat those 3 guys. Even if he was to lose one of them, rematch, get the win. But he's not a Hall of Famer. Not even close to being a Hall of Famer. My left nut has more chance of getting into the damn Hall of Fame than what he does as for a fan vote. Maybe we should put up a poll, Sporting Icon's left nut versus Deontay Wilder for the Hall of Fame. Which one's going to win? I'm pretty sure my poll would win. All right? Wilder, stop talking nonsense. Stop it. And most importantly, stop speaking unsupervised. Go get your boss, Shelley Finkel, to come speak for you. Okay? Because he speaks a little bit more sense. Because at least when he lies, it's a little bit more undetectable. When you lie, it's just plain stupidity. And by the way, why are you wearing those stupid glasses, by the way? You're like damn Elton John's love child. Him and Luis Ortiz have got exactly the same damn hairstylist now, by the looks of it as well. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Wilder, you're not a Hall of Fame, okay? Please stop talking absolute nonsense. If you really want to be pregnant, go find a doctor who's going to be artificially inseminating you. Do whatever you got to do, okay? But please keep it to yourself. Stop talking nonsense. You are not a Hall of Famer. Not now. And in my prediction, ever. You don't get into the Hall of Fame by knocking out a whole load of trash bags. You just don't do it. Any fighter can go through the entire career, rack up that many victories by fighting somewhere between journeymen and gatekeepers. And that's exactly what he's been doing. As I said, you can't give him credit for Luis Ortiz because we don't know how damn good Luis Ortiz is. And whenever Luis Ortiz has had the opportunity to fight a Dillian White, to fight Anthony Joshua, he's turned it down. Anyway, it is what it is. Wilder, shut up. I'm out. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.